I hear a nun killed herself in St. Mary's.
I heard it was all fake.
I heard it was a hospital and the bodies are buried under McShane.
Hold up. Let's get the facts. So first things first, what is haunting? Well, that normally depends on what your views of afterlife are. It normally is explained as paranoia, so it means that we feel creeped out in unnatural settings because we don't know what kind of threat is going to come to us. So the first type of a ghost is the stereotypical view of a ghost. It's an interactive personality, and it's normally the deceased soul of a person that's passed away. And these ghosts can interact in a variety of different ways. It can interact with all five senses, and they normally have the personality of the person that they used to be before they died. The second type of ghost is an ectoplasm. This is what you can normally see on shows like Ghost Hunters. It can appear on camera or in person. It's normally kind of like a gray or black or white mist. It's a lot less interactive than the first type though. They don't have as much of a personality. So the third type of a ghost is a poltergeist, and this is a word that means noisy ghost in German. And this is the type of ghost that we normally think of when we think about like troublemaker ghosts, like ghosts that will like throw things around your room or tug at your clothes while you're sleeping, stuff like that. And normally these type of hauntings start off really slow with really minor things, and then it normally intensifies. And most reports of poltergeists are normally harmless, but there have been some reports of dangerous poltergeists. The next type of a ghost is an orb, which is the soul of a human or an animal that can be captured on camera with a white ball. These are a little trickier though, because some people can argue that it's like bugs or dust on the camera. So it's a lot harder to tell like what really is an orb and what can just be a speck of dust. Then there's funnel ghosts, which normally occur in homes or historical buildings, and they're normally thought of to be souls of people that used to live in that building or souls of loved ones of people that are now currently living in those buildings. This type of ghost is the type of ghost that you think of when you feel like a cold spot in a room. They can look like a swirling funnel or a wisp of light, and they can sometimes be caught on camera. So what type of ghost could be haunting St. Mary's? So to answer that question, we have to take it back. Way back to 1915 when St. Mary's Hall was a Victorian mansion. A man named Horace Trumbauer built St. Mary's Hall and lived in it with his family for 30 years. It all seems pretty normal so far, but this is where it starts to get weird. Then in 1948, it was purchased by a Christian nursery. It was renamed to Our Lady of Help of Christian's Convalescent Home, and it housed sick and elderly patients. Basically, it was a place where people came to die. Then St. Joseph's University bought it out to be a residence hall in 1985. Since then, there has been an abundance of supernatural occurrings and ghost stories from the residents, especially occurring on the third floor. So to solve the mystery of St. Mary's, I'm going to bring in my two best ghost hunters, Sammy and Jen.